So what is the biggest fear you had with starting your first business versus your most recent business?
What is the biggest, what is the difference in fear from my first business to my most recent business? Okay, so obviously I think this is the same type of person asking the question that they're getting ready to launch a business maybe. I think that the first business was the most exciting. And the last business was exciting, but you feel more pressure to do it again. Like, you have more pressure not to fail because you've done so many, and you should be wise, and you shouldn't make the same mistakes. And I think the internal pressure is different on subsequent businesses than your first business, because assuming that your first business is a success, you want to continue to grow and parlay the successes that you've had on each business so that every subsequent business can grow from the previous business, not just in product, but more importantly, the resources that you've developed. So I think that the question is a really good question, and I think that it's a good time for me to introduce this whole concept of this idea of, do you even know what your business is? Do you know what your product is? And so the whole wired differently mentality of business for me has been very simply this. When I first built my first business, I thought metaphorically that first business was going to be a slushy making machine. It wasn't a slushy making machine, but metaphorically I was building slushies as a product. And I went out there to make the best slushies in the world, right? But at the end of the day, slushies came and gone, and I spent 2-3 years building slushies metaphorically, and that business went away. But if I would have realized what I was really doing from the beginning, which I would encourage many people to do from a Wired Differently business perspective, I am a business of building businesses, right? And that the fact that the slushy machine wasn't really my product, the fact that I was building a business was my product. So once you've built a business, you can sustain the product that you're carrying out in that one and first business. Then you take the business operational mindset, and then you create another donut machine, and then you create another payroll machine, and then a staffing machine, and then a factoring machine. See what I'm saying? Because the product is really the business machine, not the actual slushy or the donut or the factoring or the payroll. The product really is the fact that you're building a business. And I think most people miss that. So if you have that mindset, I know I got a little sideways on the question there, but certainly the first business was more exciting. But the second and third business, once I realized that I was going to be in the business of building businesses, really launched me as far as a Wired Differently business system and model. So I've built one heck of a business that runs multiple businesses. And so definitely the first business was a loser. The second business kicked in, and we figured out that our business was of businesses. And I enjoy my last and most subsequent businesses most definitely. So there's the answer on that. I know it's a long way around the barn, but Wired Differently, you're not going to get anything really that easy that quick, right? So come on now.